Hi, I'm Tim Jacobson, Executive Director of the Mississippi Valley Conservancy. We have a beautiful blufflands region in the upper Mississippi River Valley and lots of great wildlife and natural areas. And one of the really cool things we have are peregrine falcons that were extirpated. They were wiped out from the eastern United States as a result of DDT, but fortunately they've been reestablished. Largely had an opportunity to catch up with Bob Anderson and Dave Kester from the Raptor Resource Project as they banded some baby peregrine falcons from a nest box on the U.S. Bank Place in downtown La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Right, well, I'm Dave Kester with the Raptor Resource Project out of Decorah, Iowa, and we're up here in La Crosse, Wisconsin at the U.S. Bank, and we're here to band the baby falcons that are on in the nest box on top of the building. And I think they're probably about 18, 19 days old. We're going to put their Fish and Wildlife bands and ID markers on them, and see if we don't track them a little bit.
Okay. How many chicks are there?
I think there's 3.
Okay.
There's a camera in this nest box, but they're all huddled up in the corner. So this is the first time I've been up this year, so I think I see 3 huddled down in the corner.
Do you know how many years you've been banding them on the U.S. Bank building?
I don't know, but it's been, I think we're getting near 10 years, I think. Boxes on buildings like this, a lot of smokestacks running up from the Quad Cities down in Iowa all the way up to the Twin Cities. And I think every smokestack at power plants all the way up the river has got a nest box on it. Now some of the sites the falcons have chosen the cliffs that are near the smokestacks. And I think right now we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think we have close to 10 cliffs that we have babies on right now, or we have activity, and then we monitor them as best we can. But sometimes we get in and there's no babies there. But we got at least 10 cliffs that we're working on right now too. So it's a large number between the smokestacks, the buildings, and the cliff birds.
And it's kind of a crazy time of year running up and down the river?
Oh, it's the busiest time of the year. Yeah, hands down, where you gotta, do this, which is so much fun, but there's also, other work too that always needs to be done. But yeah, this is the fun time of year. The cliffs are my favorite, far and away. I mean, it's neat to go to the power plants where you normally can't go and get up on the stacks,
Yeah.
But the cliffs are the fun work.
Yeah.
And then the birds are in their natural environment too, and there's something special about that.
Sure. Important about these peregrine falcons.
Well, they were gone. They were extirpated from, well, they say east of the Mississippi, but really from the Rockies in North America. They were just gone. And through extensive recovery program, starting in the 70s, Dr. Tom Cade and Jim Weaver at Cornell, and a lot of contribution from falconers using their techniques, their birds. They started a breeding program and reestablishing the population. And our little contribution has been here on trying to get them on the cliffs at the Mississippi. But they've been brought back in earnest, for a little while now. In fact, they were delisted from the Endangered Species Act almost 10 years ago now, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they're doing fairly well?
They're doing their numbers, but a lot of it is man-made structures. Like here at the bank in a nest box or at the smokestack. So we're still really excited about the cliff birds, and that's kind of what we are striving for.
Look at all this.
This is so cool.
Have you ever seen this before?
I have not. I've tagged a lot of cabs in my life, but I've never seen the banding of a Peregrine Falcon.
Learn more about Peregrine Falcons. We'll take a look at those stories coming up later.
You're watching News Solely and weather.
The U.S. Bank building in downtown La Crosse is home to more than businesses. It's also housing a family of falcons. Today, some young peregrine falcons living in a nest on the roof made a trip to the lobby. Now, peregrine falcons are rare and they're territorial. Once a year, members of the Raptor Resource Project band the young falcons to learn a little bit more about them. Now, the project is designed to help restore the population of the peregrines. At one time, there were only 12 nesting pairs in the central part of the United States.
The return of the peregrine falcon has been the effort of thousands of people. The peregrine was not too many years ago was on the brink of the endangered species list and disappeared throughout all of central United States. Many people worked to release captive-bred peregrine falcons, and now we have an urban population of peregrine falcons and a cliff-breeding population of peregrine falcons.
And falcon, by the way, the fastest animal on the planet. It's been clocked at 278 miles per hour.
You're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 at 5.
Good afternoon and welcome to News 8 at 5. I'm Mark McPherson. La Crosse's Peregrine Falcon family received a visit today. Members of the Raptor Resource Project retrieved the baby falcons from their nest today. The babies were then tagged with a special leg band and returned to their nests. Now, as you can see, the parents weren't too happy that this was going on today, dive bombing the researchers. The falcons are only disturbed once a year, but the bands on their legs can help researchers learn a lot about how the falcons move.
Any male peregrine falcon produced here in La Crosse will probably go off and breed within 70 miles of La Crosse. The females will go off within 200 miles. So even though the word peregrine is what means wanderer, and they truly are capable of it, they're also kind of a homebody when it comes to recovery and population modeling.
Peregrine falcons were almost extinct at one point. Today there are over 60 just in the state of Wisconsin alone. Their recovery is being called the Conservation Achievement of the Century.